Hi everybody and welcome to Weston Drinks. My name is Weston and this is a video about hustling. Alright. One of the most frustrating things about trying to study the history of drinking is just how many conflicting stories there are out there. That kind of makes sense because, as anyone who's forgotten a Saturday night can attest, whenever history and alcohol mix, things get a little fuzzy. There are few cases of this more frustrating than where the cocktail actually got its name in the first place. So today I'm going to go through some of the most popular theories and tell you which one I think is most likely. So, the earliest documented use of the word cocktail comes to us from the horse trade in early 1700s England. At the time, it was fairly common practice to try to hustle someone into buying an old rundown horse by feeding it a mixture of oats, water, gin, and ginger. This would cause it to perk its tail up, open its eyes wide, and stomp around a little bit, making it seem young and energetic, when in reality, the poor thing just felt the way I do the day after eating Taco Bell. This practice became so commonplace that by the end of the century, any horse that wasn't thoroughbred would have its tail docked and be referred to as a cocktail. The next mention we have of the word is divided, depending on who you listen to. In America, in the mid-1700s, there was either a woman named Betsy Flanagan who worked at an inn either in Westchester County, New York, or 500 miles away in Yorktown, Virginia, or there was a woman named Kitty Hustler who ran a tavern in Lewiston, New York. See what I mean about things getting a little fuzzy? In any case, both women were said to serve drinks which were stirred with rooster tails, which they called cocktails. Another popular story puts the creation of the cocktail in the lap of Dr. Antoine Amédée Peychaud from New Orleans, who created his famous tonic by mixing brandy, sugar, and his homemade bitters. The drink is made today with rye whiskey and is known as the Sazerac. The theory goes that Dr. Peychaud served his libation in French egg cups, also known as coquetiers, which over time evolved into the word cocktail. Unfortunately, this theory was recently debunked by cocktail historian Philip Green, who discovered the doctor's death notice, showing him dead in 1883 at the ripe old age of 80. This means that the doctor would have created his cocktail and had it become famous throughout America by the age of 3, which was how old he was when the first written definition of the word cocktail appeared in print. That printed definition is really the only solid evidence we have to go on for the origin of the drink as we know it today. In the May 6, 1806 issue of a newspaper called The Balance and Columbian Repository, author and head editor Harry Croswell responded to a letter to the editor which posed the question, "What is a cocktail?" He wrote, "Cocktail, then, is a stimulating liqueur, composed of spirits of any kind, sugar, water, and bitters. It is vulgarly called bittered sling, and is supposed to be an excellent electioneering potion, inasmuch as it renders the heart stout and bold, at the same time that it fuddles the head." This is the only solid recipe we have to go on, and is what would eventually evolve into what we know today as the old-fashioned. Personally, I look at the term cocktail as more of a generic term, rather than a specific recipe that one person invented. Although, I do love the idea of a badass woman named Kitty Hustler slinging drinks during the Revolutionary War. If anyone comes up with a great cocktail named after Miss Hustler, leave it in the comments below. So, this term eventually became attached to the bittered sling, a sling just being spirits, sugar, and cold water, and eventually became a catch-all for any drink following that formula. You could order a whiskey cocktail, a brandy cocktail, a rum cocktail, whatever you wanted. And anyone who was putting rooster feathers in your drink and saying they invented it was just hustling you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share with me your favorite theories of how the cocktail got its name in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for a new video every other Thursday. Cheers!